Many trauma survivors are starting over in their life, and that can also mean in their wardrobe. So I'm so excited that today we have Sophia Rodriguez. We're going to learn some tips about what looks best on our bodies as women, but also how to get stuff at a deal and how to start over with some pieces that are staple pieces for your wardrobe. So Sophia, thank you so much for being here today. And I would love for you to explain what you do and about your business.
Yes, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for having me. This is such a great collaboration. My name is Sophia Rodriguez, like you've already introduced, and I'm a personal stylist at the Style Studio, Personal Styling. So today we're at Shoptoska Boutique, and we are going to be looking at some really great items for you to keep in your wardrobe.
What is awesome about the store, it is a smaller boutique, but it has such trendy clothes in it. And these are the little finds that you see, not just in Tampa, but everywhere around the globe. Go into these little stores, support small businesses. So
absolutely.
Yeah, this would be a great look for a lot of things. So a woman was coming in and she's like, I've been through some stuff and I'm starting over and I really want to feel beautiful because for so long I felt worthless or I felt down on myself. How would you use clothing as not just like an art form, but also as a way to make that woman just feel amazing?
Absolutely. Well, first off, I'm going to start off by saying finding your style or even finding clothes should never be an exhaustive, miserable event. And for most it is. It's frustrating. It can be annoying. A lot of people are like, well, I don't have the budget. I don't have the money. You don't have to have $5,000 to grab a few things. Don't get hung up on the sizes. Don't get hung up on your body.
Yes.
Don't get hung up when I lose 20 pounds, I'm going to do XYZ. When I make this money, no, you don't need to have a big budget to at least start off with the foundational building blocks of the wardrobe. So first off, you can go anywhere and find any of these pieces, especially if you're on a strict budget. You can go to Target, you can go to Walmart, you can go to Salvation Army.
I mean, there's so many things online. Yeah, you can go
online, Shoptoska,
yes.
Really, obviously. So we say, first off, find yourself a really good pair of jeans.
Yes.
A really good pair of jeans.
And that can be hard. That can be very hard, especially when you're curvy, if you've got, the Latin hips and stuff.
Absolutely. I think number one, it takes patience.
Yes.
It's going to take some time. You might have to try on 5 different sizes from 10 different brands. And that's okay because once you find the one, you're golden.
It's like love at first sight when you find the one.
Yeah, when you look at yourself in the mirror like, oh my gosh, hold on, if it's here, and if it's here, watch out.
The wide leg pants are very popular with like the boyfriend jeans or whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't flatter my body. My hips look wider. So I realized that flares do good for me. So these are not like super skinny, but the flares help me to balance off my shoulders.
Exactly.
And so it gives it that, hourglass.
Exactly. And I love a good skinny jeans. I know everyone's like, skinny jeans are out. Skinny jeans work for you and your body type. It's fine if it's not trending. You do what you feel comfortable wearing. Once you find a good pair, you can dress it up or dress it down. It can go through all of your lifestyles.
Nowadays, I see people doing business and
why not?
Yeah, like a blazer. Like today, I'm wearing a blazer with denim, and so I feel like it is very much like versatile, and you can do it with a lot of things.
It's a necessity. I strongly believe in that.
We just mentioned that we can mix and match pieces. So like this white T-shirt could go like with this. But it could go with a business. So what would you suggest, like some of the pieces?
It really depends on where you work, what the dress code is, and how casual you're allowed to dress. And especially if you're an entrepreneur, you really set the tone for that.
Yeah.
So that's even better, right?
The industry that you're in.
The industry, that's the word I was looking for, depending on the industry.
Because you look fabulous. I told her I love these boots. Leopard print is like my neutral. But but like that may not work in if you're in a board meeting or this or that, but for a stylist, it's fabulous.
Let me talk about this outfit right here because this outfit can work in many different industries. Again, depending on what you're allowed to wear. The jeans, you can dress them up, dress them down. They're a nice medium wash. So it's not too dark and it's not too light where it's going to read casual. You'll notice there's no rips and holes or anything, which I love a good distressed denim, but it really depends on the role, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't wear these to like a meeting.
But she still looks good. She still looks professional because of the way she's put it together. I can never brag more on a plain white t-shirt. Like, everyone needs one. If not, if you don't like white, that's okay. Then do a black t-shirt. But really, you can dress it up, dress it down with the denim, throw a blazer over it. You can wear it by itself. As long as you accessorize and put the right shoes, it's elevated.
You know what I do is like I have so many solid colors. I mean, depending on the season, like I like the brights and the muted, but I buy the same in like every color. So Target has this tank top by I think it's a New Day. And they have these shirts. I have bought them in like every color because
me too, actually.
Yes, because they go with everything. I can put them with skirts and I can put them casually. And so I always have it. And then depending on like, the blazer I want to throw over, whatever, I can go with the color matches. And it's really fun in like the bright colors because then I can mix and match patterns. Like I've even done a light pink with a hot pink and it was like cool.
Like a monochromatic.
Yes. Don't feel bad if you're buying the same top in every color.
No, especially if it's a staple, and especially if it's white, you can go like 2 or 3 deep. I don't know about you, but I have a habit of spilling my coffee all the time.
I know white scares me sometimes, but yes, it's so pretty and it goes well on the skin.
It really does. It really does. So, I mean, they're pretty affordable at Target. They're like $5, $10, but you know, this one is a nice little tank top. It gets a little hot here in Florida.
Yes, so most of mine are tanks.
I ended up using a really pretty navy corduroy jacket to go with this outfit, but it could be really any blazer. It doesn't, you know, this is a solid, but you can always liven it up with a nice print. Keep that in mind. Or even throw like a shacket. It's like a jacket and a shirt all in one. You can close it off. You can do a nice little half tuck. A print like this, a plaid is
and it would even look good with like what I'm wearing. Like if I wanted to go like Nirvana, like 90s.
This was an oversized one, but I mean, this is a nice classic print that's never going to go like out of style. So to have this in your closet,
I think that's important. Finding things, so solid colored shirts and things like that, they're not going to go out of style. Don't get me wrong, I love a good trend and there's some stuff that are real fun and funky. But as we get older, I'm tiptoeing into the 40s. I know that there's just things that I can still wear and be fashionable, but it's just, I don't want to be that lady that's like trying to look like I'm 15. I know that certain styles, certain things are just not going to go with me in the 40s as well. It's not like you have to not be trendy because you're getting older.
Definitely. And I do want to touch on, I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of women are like, oh, I can't wear that anymore. I can't wear that. It is all on how you put it together. We're obviously not going to be putting it together the way the 15-year-old or the 18-year-old is, even the 21-year-old. We're not going to be putting it together the way they're putting it together. Give yourself a little fashion show. Try it on different ways. Maybe you do try it on the way the 18-year-old is going to wear it, and then just to get it out of your mind because you like the way she had it on. But try it with different things. Spend some time in the boutique. Try on all they have to offer and see what you like and what works for you, your body type.
What you said earlier was if you're in the middle of losing weight, for instance, or if your body's changing, maybe you've gained weight. It's important to shop in the meantime while you're, you know, on that journey. But you also don't want to spend a lot of money if you know your body's going to change. So are there some tips that you would have for people that are in the process or journey of either that one way or the other?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think life is forever changing. We're going to have our ups and downs. Our body is going to go up and down as well as we get older and have babies and get divorced or whatever we're doing. So it's true. You know, you never know
about divorce.
I know. So it just really depends. I say, okay, do not get hung up on this whole closet frustration, right?
Yeah.
It's the first thing we do in the morning. Well, one of the first things we do. We go to get dressed. You know, maybe after the kids left or something, you got the time. And if you're already frustrated, that just sets the wrong tone for the rest of the day. So make sure you have pieces that you can wear in the now. Don't wait too long. I would say make a big investment in the now if you do plan on losing weight. You know, you can save some money, but dress yourself for the now.
And flattering for the now.
Flattering for the now. So make sure you have, again, like a good pair of jeans that fit you, that you can really plug that into almost every outfit that you're going
Even
to
like
wear.
some black leggings.
Black
I know that
leggings,
think
we can do an
every mom
express.
loves a black legging, but listen, I
Yeah.
have dressed a black legging up. I have
Yeah.
dressed it down.
Why
I
not?
love a black legging.
One thing that is essential to have in your closet, if you're kind of in that in-between stage and you have events coming up, make sure you also have like a really good dress. Like black
Mhm.
is perfect, right? That
Yeah,
little black
a little
dress.
black
You can dress it up, dress it down. You could add different kinds of accessories to it and different shoes to really just breathe new life into that garment. Because you don't, you can have something and wear it 5, 6 different ways and
Oh,
no one's
yeah.
gonna know. I don't have a little black dress here. I do have an option of something you can dress up or down. There's different ways you can put this together. You can wear it as is, right? You could belt it, right? For another way to wear, which is great because now you're breaking up the print
Oh, yeah.
and it's not so overwhelming. A lot of people are like, that's a lot of print. You can definitely just break it up and it looks a little different. You can add a denim jacket, which I
Yeah.
think a lot of us already have in our
I
closet.
love denim jackets.
Use the jacket that you have on now, that
Yeah.
blazer, that could be another way to wear.
It's easy to be scared of color when you are not a size like 0. I realize is sometimes color is more flattering than even black. Like black is
Yes.
flattering, don't get me wrong, but I feel like if you have the wrong black outfit, it's going to be less flattering than having the right outfit with color.
Exactly, because it really depends. It comes down to the silhouette and how it fits you. So whether that dress is black or white, if it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. It just doesn't work. You know what I mean? You can't force it. So don't be afraid of color. Try on all the colors. And if you don't like it, guess what? Take it off.
Yeah.
Take it off. You're
And
not
two,
forced to buy
there's
it.
certain colors I feel like that look good on everybody. Like I feel like jewel tones are one.
Blue is one.
Yeah, blue. I was gonna say blue looks good on her. I even think shades of pink look good on her. I know that some people's skin is more fair, but
yeah, it depends.
But depending the shade of it, I love pink on a lot of
Yeah.
skin tones and everything like that.
And you know what? Here's a little tip. Let's say you do have a pink undertone and pink is hard to wear for you, but you love pink and you're like, I gotta wear it. That's okay. It doesn't, maybe you don't put it right next to your face, right? Like maybe it's pink bottoms, maybe it's a pink skirt, maybe it's a pink shoe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an accessory.
Yeah, like a statement shoe is always fun. So,
It is.
Yeah, like if you are wearing the black, pop it with a pink shoe.
Exactly.
Last question I have for you is what advice would you give to someone that just wants to feel beautiful? Maybe their self-confidence has been lowered, or maybe they're starting for the first time and they're a little nervous and they don't want their clothes to be a hindrance. Because if you're going in a job interview, if you don't feel good, it can affect your performance in the interview.
Absolutely.
What advice would you give to women that just need that confidence boost?
So first, give yourself a pep talk. Start with looking at yourself in the mirror and start with self-love. Love the body that you are in, because if you don't first accomplish that, you're going to hate everything that you put on. You might have come a long way. This might be a huge stepping stone for you. Give yourself a round of applause for that alone.
Yes.
Clothes are not everything. And I know in my, coming from me and what I do, they are not. Kind to yourself.
As the trauma survivor, I know that it is easy to really be down on yourself. You're going through your journey of trauma recovery and even manifest when you're shopping, which sounds silly, but it can.
No, it does. Yes,
and on top of that, you heal in other areas so that when you're going into things like this, triage what's really that crisis. But when you're going into things like this, when you feel good and you feel confident, you're going to shine more. It is okay to do something for yourself.
Yep.
I know for many years I would put everybody else first, but it is okay to make an investment into you. Well, Sophia, thank you so much for all this wonderful advice. This was very fun. I'm going to definitely look around because the store is amazing.
Thank you so much to Shoptoska for hosting and having us here. We really truly appreciate it.
If you're in Tampa, check it out.
Finally, just stop struggling with your value and your worth. Remember, finding clothes that speak to you should not be a process of guilt. It should be a process of joyful exploration and evolution in your personal style.
What a great way to end. Thank you, Sophia.
My pleasure.